Thanks for watching. Now we're gonna do our JavaScript lesson 11. In this lesson, we're gonna discuss about functions. Actually, what is function? Functions are one of the fundamental building blocks in JavaScript. We can define a block of codes inside function and call or execute them when we need. You can imagine functions like a box. Suppose you want to put lots of items in a box, and when you need to see those items, you can just call that box by using the box name followed by parentheses. Like maybe there are 10 boxes, and inside of each box there are lots of items. And if we put different name on each box, then when we need to see the specific items, then we can just call them and see the items when we need. At first, you have to declare the function. So let's do some coding practice and see how it works. Let's put the browser and our text editor side by side. This is our JavaScript file, script.js. So how to declare the function? Type function, then put a name, maybe my box. After that, parentheses, then curly braces. So these are the code block. You can type your code inside this code block. Console.log, log, enter console.log, and put your message. Type your message in between a single or double quotation. I can write, there are lots of gifts in this box. Okay, so we have a box and name is my box, and inside the code blocks we put the items. Says there are lots of gifts in the box. This is a function. How we can execute this function? Just type the name. What's the name of this function? My box. My box, and after that need the parentheses. Then save it, where you can see the output. Previously I said you can see the output on the VS Code terminal, also on the Chrome developer console. So open the terminal, new terminal, click on that. What you have to do? Just type node, then file name script.js, enter. So what is the output? Output is there are lots of gifts in the box. This is called function declaration. We declare the function with the name of my box followed by parentheses. Also, we can do another way. We can set up the function on a variable. Type const and put the name of the variable, suppose school, equal to function, then parentheses. After that, curly braces. That is the code block. Type your code inside this code block. Type console.log, in between the single quotation I'm gonna type the message. You can type whatever you like. So name is school, so I'm gonna say that this is the best school. This is the best school. Then how you gonna call it? Just type this variable name school, because we set up the function on a variable. Now you can just call it school. After that you need the parentheses, then save it. So we got two functions, one in there, another one is here. If you want, you can disable one of them and run the next one, but I'm gonna run both of them on the VS Code terminal. So what you have to do? Type node space script.js, enter. What is the output? For the first one, says there are lots of gifts in the box. For the second one, says this is the best school. Okay, and also you can see the output on the Chrome developer console. How to open that? Just click on these three dots, more tools, developer tools. Okay, you just need to make sure that your console is open. So there are the output, two outputs. There are lots of gifts in the box. This is the best school. But the thing is, like, the first one started with the function. This one called function declaration, and second one is function expression. So whatever you set up on a variable, that is the expression. So in this case, we set up our function on a variable. That's why this one is function expression. So function declarations and function expressions both are similar. Only little bit difference when comes with the hoisting. JavaScript using hoisting to hoist the function at the top of the file. So when you use the hoisting in JavaScript, what happens? It will call the function before declaration. So like here, second function, just disable it, and my box, copy it, put it on top of the function. So call the function before declaration. Save it. The output is there are lots of gifts in this box. So it is showing the output with the function declaration. But hoisting doesn't work with the function expression. Just active the function expression and disable the first one, declaration. So for the expression one, call it before the function declaration. Save it. What happened? It says cannot access school before initialization. So what we did, before we initialize this function, we just call the function. But with the function expression, hoisting doesn't work. Hoisting only works with the function declaration. So you have to call the function after that, declare that function on hoisting in JavaScript. So which one is the function declaration? The first one. This one is function declaration, and the next one is function expression. Declarations and expressions. So that's all for now, and see you on the next lesson. Stay with me for other videos.